Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. With the latest pickup of his 1973 Topps card, I've now completed the entire Topps playing day run for Thurman Munson. This is only the second player that I have completed their entire Topps run for. The first one was Corey Stremski. I'm one card short from the entire Topps playing day run for Tom Seaver. I just happen to be missing his rookie card. Now, completing the Topps run for Thurman Munson is not that difficult. He only has 10 cards. But for me, it did prove a little difficult to complete because of the eye appeal of the cards that I was looking for, mainly the centering. And that proved to be difficult for a few of his cards, namely the 1977 Topps card, the 73 Topps card, and to some extent the 1975 Topps card as well. Now, in a minute here, I'm going to do a tabletop showcase display of the entire 10 cards that I have. But before that, I've always thought that my opinion was that Thurman Munson deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. So I wanted to take a minute here to run over some of his career statistics, and would love to know in the comments whether you think Thurman Munson deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Now, the information I'm getting here is from a website that's actually dedicated to promoting Thurman Munson for the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to read some stuff from this website, and to just give you a sense of, even though he had a short career, just how impressive those 10 years were. Actually, technically, he played in 11 seasons. So during the 1970s, Thurman Munson was among the top 3 catchers in Major League Baseball. He was named to 7 All-Star teams, respected by his peers, and was the heart and soul of the Yankees championship teams of that era. When viewed through the prism of modern baseball analytics, Thurman Munson had an incredible decade of dominance from 1970 to 1979 that matches up with other catchers in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. So some of his career statistics: he was, of course, the Rookie of the Year in 1970 and also won an MVP. He was the only Yankee to win both awards before Aaron Judge did that back in 2022. Again, 7 All-Star appearances in 11 years, 2 World Series championships and 3 league titles, 3 Gold Glove awards, the Sporting News starting American League catcher for the decade of the 70s, 3 seasons hitting at least 300 and having 100 RBIs, 4 seasons of at least 180 hits, 5 seasons batting at least 300. Only 3 catchers had done that at the time, and now, since then, only 10 catchers in total have had 5 seasons batting at least 300. He batted .357 with 22 RBIs in 30 postseason games. He had 6 seasons with at least a 4 WAR. From 1969 to 1979, only 13 players had higher total WAR, and Johnny Bench was the only catcher with a higher WAR. For the 1970s, Munson led all catchers in the American League in hits, runs, doubles, RBI, and batting average. So again, I think you could probably point to several members of the Hall of Fame that may not quite have or have similar stats and overall accomplishments that Thurman Munson had in his career that are in the Hall of Fame. So again, would love to know what you think about whether Thurman Munson should eventually get into the Hall of Fame. And I'm going to turn the camera around and show off my complete Topps playing days run. All right, starting off with his 1970 Topps rookie card. It's only a PSA 5, but the centering on that is really great. Moving over to, of course, his iconic 1971 Topps card. This one's really hard to find in high grade. Very happy with this copy here. Moving on to his 72. That one's nicely centered as well. Like that image of him in that catcher's stance, even though it's a posed shot with him getting ready to throw the ball. But just a really neat image of that one there. Of course, here's the latest pickup, his 73. Really happy to find this well-centered copy here in a PSA 7. Moving on to his 74. Classic image there of Thurman Munson, a little portrait shot. That one's also in a PSA 7. Then we move over to his 75. I'm happy with this copy. It's well centered. It's a PSA 5. I don't know. That may be one that I might look to someday get a maybe a higher grade copy. Although for now that is perfectly fine. Really like that overall image of his 75 Topps card as well. Maybe my least favorite Thurman Munson card, not sure, but this is his 76 in a PSA 6. Then we move on to the difficult 1977 Topps card to get centered. Very happy to find this one in a PSA 6. Not only are there usually errors or issues with centering, but you usually find some black ink smudges either along his face or up near the Yankees. This one is a really nice, clean copy. And of course, one of my favorite Thurman Munson cards is his 1978 in a PSA 8. And then finally, his final Playing Days card, the 1979 Topps. Also have this one in a PSA 8. So would love to know which Thurman Munson card maybe is your favorite here. And again, what you think about whether Thurman Munson should eventually get into the Hall of Fame. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.